6 p.m. Pakistan's Standard Time. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Zahra Sikandar. First, the headlines. Prime Minister has welcomed Pakistan's inclusion in World Economic Forum and Digital Cooperation Organization's joint Digital Foreign Investment Initiative. Deputy Prime Minister has directed ministries concerned to provide assistance to Pakistani victims of Moroccan boat tragedy. Information Minister says PTI is using religion to cover up its corruption. APHC has expressed concern over escalating restrictions and search operations ahead of India's Republic Day. Ceasefire in Gaza will start tomorrow. And on second day of first cricket test against West Indies in Multan, Pakistan in their second innings were 109 runs for 3 wickets at stumps today. And now the news in detail. Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif has welcomed Pakistan's inclusion in the World Economic Forum and the Digital Cooperation Organization's joint Digital Foreign Direct Investment Initiative. In a post on his X handle, he said Pakistan's scaling new heights in its stride for digital transformation. Shehbaz Sharif reaffirmed unwavering commitment to cultivate a digital investment ecosystem for prosperity. Pakistan was the first country to volunteer to implement the initiative, marking the beginning of the Digital FDI Enabling Project in 2022. In its report, the World Economic Forum outlined targeted actions taken by the DEP team in critical areas for growth, carefully tailored to Pakistan's socioeconomic conditions, regulatory framework, and evolving digital landscape. Deputy Prime Minister Mohammad Ishaq Dar has directed the Ministries of Foreign Affairs and Interior to ensure the provision of efficient and timely assistance to the Pakistani victims of Moroccan boat tragedy. He was chairing a meeting on issues relating to third country relocations of Afghan nationals in Islamabad today. Ishaq Dar also issued instructions for coordination of the government's response to resolve the issue of human smuggling. The meeting also reviewed in detail the boat tragedy off the coast of Morocco, leading to several deaths. Minister for Information and Broadcasting Ataullah Attar has termed conviction of PTI founder in £190 million case as one of the most significant verdicts in the country's history. Talking to newsmen in Lahore today, along with religious scholars from various schools of thought, he said PTI is using religion to cover up its corruption, which is highly reprehensible, and exploiting religion for personal political gains is condemnable. He said the UK's National Crime Agency conducted the investigation and returned £190 million to the government of Pakistan, but the PTI founder and his wife handed that money back to the individual from whom it was originally seized. Chairman of Prime Minister Youth Programme Rana Mashood Ahmed has expressed government's firm resolve to empower youth by providing them with vocational and technical skills. He was addressing certificates distribution ceremony among inmates of the district prison Malir, Karachi today. He visited the arts gallery, appreciated the artwork of the prisoners, and distributed certificates among the inmates who completed their skilled vocational training. Pakistan and South Korea have signed a landmark agreement to boost economic cooperation, marking a new chapter in their trade relations. South Korea's Minister for Trade, In Kyo-cheong, presented plans to transfer Korea's industrial base to Pakistan, fostering opportunities in sectors like food, IT, minerals, textiles, and logistics. Meanwhile, Minister for Commerce, Jam Kamal Khan, highlighted the potential for $1.3 billion in annual trade between Pakistan and South Korea. He also emphasized the importance of Pakistani businesses learning from South Korea's technology. Pakistan Navy will assume command of Combined Task Force 151 from Turkey on Wednesday. The change of command ceremony will take place in Bahrain. The task force was established to combat piracy, human trafficking, and illegal fishing. Its primary role is to keep maritime trade routes open and secure. This is Radio Pakistan. All parties here at conference has reiterated its steadfast resolve of the Kashmir people to continue their struggle against India's illegal occupation of Jammu and Kashmir until complete freedom is achieved. In a statement issued in Srinagar, APHC spokesperson Advocate Abdul Rashid Minhas condemned India's 77-year military occupation, terming it an act of aggression devoid of any legal or moral justification. He lauded the indomitable sacrifices of the Kashmir people, asserting that these acts of valor remain the foundation of the ongoing freedom movement. Abdul Rashid Minhas emphasized that India's oppressive mayors have consistently failed to suppress the Kashmir's freedom aspirations. He called on New Delhi to abandon his policies of repression and create an environment conducive to resolving the Kashmir dispute in line with the wishes of the Kashmir people. The APHC spokesperson also expressed deep concern over escalating restrictions, raids and cordon and search operations ahead of India's Republic Day celebrations on the 26th of this month. He said India has no moral right to celebrate its Republic Day in a disputed territory, recognized internationally. The APHC urged global human rights organizations to intervene and address the worsening atrocities committed by Indian troops in illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir. On the other hand, Kashmir watchers warn that India's policies are putting Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir's Muslim majority at existential risk with a deliberate push to alter the territory's demographic composition. In India, the BJP-led government has razed numerous religious sites and hundreds of houses in Dwarka district of Gujarat state. According to Kashmir Media Service, the demolition drive conducted under heavy police presence saw the demolition of 314 residential buildings, 9 commercial buildings and 12 religious structures, including prominent Hazrat Panj Pir Dargah. Overseas Pakistanis have organized Pakistan's Zindabad rally in Antwerp, Belgium. The city echoed with slogans of Pakistan Zindabad. Similar rallies had already been organized in Barcelona, Borussia, and Brussels. During the rally, a resolution was also passed reiterating the resolve to increase remittances and save the country, rejecting civil disobedience. Pakistan has expressed hope of comprehensive solution of Palestine issue after Gaza ceasefire. Speaking in the United Nations Security Council, Pakistan's permanent representative to the United Nations, Ambassador Munir Akram, voiced deep concern over the increasing threats faced by peacekeepers from the United Nations Interim Force in Lebanon and the United Nations Truce Supervision Organization. He also strongly condemned Israel's ongoing aggression in Syrian territories. Ceasefire in Gaza will start tomorrow. In a social media post, an ex-Qatar Foreign Ministry spokesperson Majid al-Ansari says the ceasefire will take effect at 8:30 in the morning. Meanwhile, Palestine's President Mahmoud Abbas said the Palestinian Authority is ready to assume full responsibility in post-war Gaza. According to a presidency statement, this responsibility includes the return of the displaced people, providing basic services, and reconstruction of the war-torn territory. And on the other hand, the number of Palestinians martyred by Israeli forces rose to 123, including women and children, while 270 others injured since the announcement of the ceasefire in Gaza. According to the Civil Gaza Defense Directorate, Israeli forces also launched artillery and aerial strikes in Khan Yunis. And on the second day of first cricket test of 2 match series against West Indies in Multan, Pakistan, in their second innings were 109 runs for the loss of 3 wickets at stumps today. Score: Pakistan in first innings 230 and West Indies in its first innings 137. And finally, the weather. Mainly cold and dry weather is expected in most parts of the country, while very cold and cloudy in hilly areas during the next 12 hours. Rain and snow is likely in northwestern Balochistan, Upper Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, Gilgit-Baltistan, Islamabad, Potahar region, Kashmir, Mari and Gilead. Moderate to dense fog in patches is likely to persist in most districts of Punjab, Upper Sindh and plain areas of Upper Khyber Pakhtunkhwa during morning and night. To end the news, here again are a few of the headlines. Prime Minister has welcomed Pakistan's inclusion in World Economic Forum and Digital Cooperation Organization's Joint Digital Foreign Direct Investment Initiative. Deputy Prime Minister has directed ministries concerned to provide assistance to Pakistani victims of Moroccan boat tragedy. Information Minister says PTI is using religion to cover up its corruption. APHC has expressed concern over escalating restrictions and search operations ahead of India's Republic Day. Ceasefire in Gaza will start tomorrow. And on second day of first cricket test against West Indies in Multan, Pakistan in their second innings were 109 runs for 3 wickets at stumps today. And with this, we come to the end of the news for the moment. For more news and analyses, visit our website radio.uv.pk and also watch live video streaming of our bulletins on the link facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News Official.